Have you ever noticed how some people go all out for their birthday? Big parties, balloons, endless posts on social media, while others just don't care. No cake, no party, not even a dinner, just another 24 hours. But here's the question. Why? Why do some people treat their birthday like any other day? Is it sadness, a sign of maturity, or maybe something much deeper in their psychology? Stick with me until the end, because what you'll discover might even explain your own attitude toward birthdays. For some, the story is simple but painful. They don't celebrate because they don't feel celebrated. Imagine this. You're younger and nobody really remembers your birthday. Friends forget. Family is too busy. Maybe you even planned something once, but almost nobody showed up. Over time, the brain adapts. Psychologists call this learned helplessness, when repeated disappointment trains you to stop expecting good things altogether. So eventually, the birthday becomes just another day. Not because they don't care, but because caring hurts too much. This isn't just a feeling. It's a deep-seated psychological defense mechanism. The mind, in its attempt to protect itself from future hurt, learns to suppress the desire for celebration. It's a sad reality that for some, birthdays are a reminder of past traumas or a lack of a supportive friend group. Then, there's another group. The people who are simply caught in the fast pace of life. Work deadlines, studies, family responsibilities. The birthday arrives, and before they even look up, the day is halfway gone. It's not that they forgot. It's that modern life creates time blindness. When your brain gets so overloaded with tasks, special days stop feeling special. For them, the birthday isn't ignored. It's just squeezed out by everything else. Think about it. In a world that never stops, where we are constantly connected and perpetually busy, the idea of pausing for a personal celebration can feel like a luxury or even an added stressor. The pressure to plan, to organize, to be on for your own party can be overwhelming. And finally, there's a third group. They know it's their birthday. They just don't feel the need to celebrate it. This isn't loneliness. It's not busyness. It's actually a kind of emotional independence. Studies in psychology show that people who tie their self-worth to external validation like parties, gifts, or public attention are often less emotionally stable. But those who find validation within themselves, they don't need a date on the calendar to feel loved or alive. This mindset is linked to what psychologists call self-determination theory, the idea that true well-being comes from autonomy, competence, and inner satisfaction. For them, maturity means realizing I don't need others to prove my value with candles and cake. I already know my worth. This emotional self-sufficiency often extends beyond birthdays. People who treat their birthday like a normal day often carry the same mindset into life. They don't crave the spotlight. They don't need constant recognition. They're quietly content. Does that mean they never feel lonely? Of course not. They're human. But they've trained themselves to see every day as special instead of waiting once a year to feel alive. Now, let's go a bit deeper into the psychology of the spotlight, or rather, the avoidance of it. For many who are introverted or have social anxiety, a birthday can feel like a forced performance. The idea of being the center of attention, with everyone singing to you, watching you open gifts, can be incredibly uncomfortable. This is related to a psychological phenomenon called the spotlight effect, where we tend to overestimate how much others notice our actions and appearance. While we feel like all eyes are on us, in reality, people are much more focused on their own lives. For those who are acutely aware of this feeling, a low-key birthday is not a sign of sadness, but a conscious choice for comfort and peace. There's also a philosophical perspective to consider. Some people view birthdays as arbitrary markers of time. They might question the societal pressure to celebrate a single day when every day is a gift. This viewpoint can be tied to a more Eastern philosophy of time, which sees it as cyclical, rather than the more linear, goal-oriented Western perspective. From this standpoint, the emphasis isn't on milestones, but on the continuous journey of life. They might argue that celebrating one's existence shouldn't be confined to a single socially mandated day. Moreover, as we grow and mature, our relationship with our birthday can evolve. For some, birthdays become a time for quiet reflection and personal growth. It's a chance to look back at the past year, acknowledge challenges and achievements, and set intentions for the year ahead. This kind of personal, internal celebration can be far more meaningful than any external party. It's a shift from seeking validation from others to cultivating a deeper connection with oneself. We also can't ignore the role of culture. Birthday celebrations are not universal in the way they are practiced in many Western societies. In some cultures, birthdays are more subdued family affairs, while in others, the focus is on respecting elders rather than individual celebration. The grand, party-centric birthday is a relatively modern and culturally specific phenomenon. So, when we see someone who doesn't make a fuss about their birthday, it's not always a sign of unhappiness or being antisocial. It could be a reflection of a rich inner life, a different cultural background, or a philosophical outlook that finds celebration in the everyday. It might be a conscious rejection of societal pressure and a commitment to authentic living. The real question is not why some people don't celebrate their birthdays, but rather, what does celebration truly mean? Is it about the external trappings of a party, or is it about an internal sense of gratitude and self-worth? For some, the grandest celebration is a quiet moment of peace, a walk in nature, or a meaningful conversation with a loved one. Ultimately, both the person who throws a huge party and the person who treats their birthday like any other day are revealing something about their inner world. One is not inherently better than the other. They are simply different expressions of what it means to be human. So, which one are you? Do you need the celebration, or have you already found celebration within yourself? If this made you think differently about birthdays, you'll love the other psychology topics we cover here. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next video. We dive deep into the kind of psychology that actually explains you.